Thank you, Mr. President. I call up my amendment 3073 and ask that it be reported by number.
The clerk will report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President.
Senator from South Carolina, Mr. Scott, proposes an amendment number 3073.
The senator from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. President. In over a year of uncertainty and the pain of living through a pandemic, I have to admit, I'm shocked that I have to come down here to talk about the importance of quality in-person education. Today, we are debating a $4 trillion tax and spending bill. And that's on top of the $2 trillion we spent in March and the $4 trillion we spent last year. How insane is that? With all that spending, there's still no guarantee that our kids will be back in school this fall. The sad reality is more than 1 million kids did not enroll in their local schools during the pandemic. Thanks to labor union bosses and their unneeded and damaging school shutdowns, kids have been kept out of school, and many, far too many, have suffered psychologically. For our children's sake, I urge all my colleagues to vote yes on my amendment and to join me in ensuring our children are no longer confined to virtual learning.
Mr. President.
Senator from Washington.
Mr. President, I urge my colleagues to oppose this amendment. We all agree in-person learning is a top priority this school year. Democrats actually passed the American Rescue Plan without a single Republican vote, so schools have the resources to make safe in-person learning possible. The CDC also updated its guidance on reopening, and states, school districts, and schools are working towards that goal. But in addition to ensuring in-person learning, we need to encourage adherence to public health guidance, especially as this Delta variant is surging. We also need to support learning and the mental health needs of our students and much more. There's no disagreement on in-person learning, but the Scott Amendment falls short on these very important points. And by the way, we need to stop politicizing this issue. So I encourage a no vote on this amendment.
The senator from South Carolina.
I agree with my colleague that we should stop politicizing this issue. All we've done for the last several months of this year is politicize this issue and every other major issue in our nation.